Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about right view. So right view is the first factor of wisdom. It sets the stage at the outset of our journey, and it keeps us on track. It's a navigational tool necessary for us to arrive at less suffering and more ease of well-being. And we grow more confident in the direction by watching the results of our actions in body, speech, and mind. You see, right view informs our actions. It's how we make course corrections. We check in and see if harm is happening or not, and adjust accordingly. This is wise. This is skillful. This is based on the view that leads to less suffering, more ease of well-being. If we are looking in a casual or callous manner, that casual, it will necessarily, and if we, will we necessarily see the casualness or the callousness? Will we necessarily see the lingering ill will from the last frustrating interaction we had with a human or machine or Mother Nature? Maybe yes, maybe no. If we are looking out at the world from our usual view, from what? Well, with my opinions and judgments and fears, well, it's hard to see whether a skillful result will arise or not, because it depends on my mood, right? You know what I mean? Depends on how I'm feeling as to what the result might be. But if we're intending to practice mindfulness, then we deliberately set up a posture conducive to being mindful. Not to keep Susan Morgan's view around while meditating. We set something else up. We orient attention toward a less self-centered, a kinder, more caring posture of attention that's aimed at goodwill and well-being. That's towards non-harm at the very least, and at the most, towards deep respect, interest, care. In other words, we point the boat in the direction of harmlessness. And that's a pretty good result, I would say. Even if it's a rough ride, steering towards less harm. It's easier with mindfulness at the helm. Right view informs the whole of our mindfulness practice. It orients the practice in the beginning, the middle, and right up until the end. It is the North Star of Buddhism. We could use it that way. We could say it that way. Each time, every time, we prepare and set up the practice, and then do the practice and keep doing the practice, we're using the North Star as our guide. And in so doing, we keep orienting towards less suffering, more skillfulness, towards a kinder, clearer kind of attention in a way that balances things out, right? Mindfulness is feeling as it's going along and trying to balance things out. And it's keeping that North Star in sight. Oh, right view. I don't want to cause trouble, so I want to keep orienting in that direction. Keeps us on track. Keeps us headed in the direction we said we wanted to go in. And in so doing, we gradually grow wiser, kinder, more compassionate, just by our efforts at orienting that way. Just that alone. Now, we can't make anything happen. We never can. We can't force the bloom of mindfulness either. Well, we can, but it's not advisable. Because if we try to force the bloom, we're going to stall out, we're going to get discouraged, we're going to get tight and frustrated. No. Let's just set up the practice in this way. Right view shows us when we're veering off track, when we're causing harm, or when we're feeling harmed. It shows us when we're clearly going in the direction of ease of well-being. We feel that. We feel both of those things. When the famous Thai forest monk Ajahn Chah was asked how he teaches, he responded, "If I see one of my students going too far to the left, I yell, 'Go right, go right.' And when I see them going off a little to the right, I yell, 'Go left, go left,' right? This is what we're doing all the time. We're steering the boat, but we're steering it with right view as our North Star, right? So right view is guiding attention away from suffering. And it's moving it away from causing unnecessary harm, and encourages us to notice, to create, and to make much of harmless states like happiness, like comfort, like ease, like safety, contentment. Notice those things. So, right view is guiding discernment. It's a critical reference point in our practice. In real time, we can feel and make sense of this moment, right? In real time, we can drop in and can you feel the revving up? The revving up in the presence of suffering, the tightening, can you notice that? Can you feel the experience of easing as that's releasing a little bit? Or notice when just ease is present? This is what dear old mindfulness is feeling for and navigating with. So we can do this. We can do this. And don't trust me there. Check in for yourself. Ehipasiko. Let's check it out and see if we can begin to notice these kinds of things. Just steering, noticing when we're tightening, when we're getting caught in some way, beginning to notice that, and then making that very clear and deliberate move to release unwise attention from that. Take a breath and come on back in. And feel the rattle that remains, the echo of that thought. Feel it right here in real time and smooth it out in there and try to steady the boat. Let our dear friend mindfulness kind of minister to how it really feels in there and steady things out, right? So let's play around with that now, okay? Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.